Hey y'all, it's Mrs. Black Thunder here. I haven't talked over a video in a while, and I don't know how long I'm gonna last doing it. I tend to not last very long, but we'll see. And I feel like this video is a little bit more special than my other ones. This is the apartment from P.S. I Love You, you know, the movie. And it's very, you can't really tell how stop and go it was, but it was very stop and go while I was building it, because I was literally sitting on the floor with the laptop, scrolling through the movie, and stopping every time I was in the apartment, and watching them walk through the apartment and looking at their surroundings, and then pausing it and building a little. And I'm not used to building like that. Normally I do like the whole shell and then fill it in, but this is one of my first actual building completely off of something, inside and everything. Yeah, and if you've seen the movie, it's emotional. So, I'm sitting there trying not to get in my feelings while I'm building this apartment from watching this movie, even though I didn't watch the whole thing through, but I just know, I know what's going on. I know, what is happening, even though I'm just focused on the apartment. And, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm only using base game plus some laundry pack, decorations, so if there's stuff in the other packs that match their furniture and such better, I don't know, because all I have is space game and a laundry pack. But I feel like it came out cute, and there was, things in their apartment that we can't do, architectural, if that's the word, wise in Sims, because they have like half pieces of, wall, like not a short half wall, but half, vertical wall. If you know what I'm saying. This is why I don't like to talk over these. I feel like I'm just rambling on, and I sound, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so it's not, obviously picture exact, because there's things that we just, can't do in Sims. I can't make smaller walls like that. But I got it as close as I could, and I don't know how people completely talk over like 30-minute videos, because I already don't know what else to say. And if you hear something jumping in the background, it's my cat. She's after a fly. Anyway, and I can't do talkovers a whole lot, because if you watch my other videos that I am actually talking in, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So if I go to do, a little voiceover, it has to be either when my kids are sleeping, which tends to be at nighttime, when the cats are crazy. If you have cats, they get wild and they run around and they bounce off stuff and they knock stuff over, so there's that in the background. And I have dogs, and they like to bark in the background or wrestle. I have a forever puppy who's like a year and a couple months, and all he wants to do is wrestle with my 4-year-old dog. So it's, I don't know, it's a mess trying to do a voiceover. That's why there's so many of my videos that don't. I feel like I should only do voiceovers on the stuff that I feel like I need to tell y'all what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish. So anyway, here I've done most of the kitchen, and I really struggled. Oopsie, the dog's barking. Drive me nuts. Anyway, yeah, I struggled with the entryway, because at first, the very first clip, when they come into the apartment, and she's mad at him, I'm watching him walk in the door, and it looked like there wasn't anything to the right as they come in of the door, like it looked like it was just wall there, and then later it looked like there was a little bit of space there, and it was confusing. And then later it looked like it was like at a diagonal coming in, and they have these little pillars with the little I don't think it was like window in the movie. I obviously had to use window here because we don't have like little open things like that without the glass, and that's what's there. So there's obviously something, but there's something, there's a space somehow for it to still have that pillar and enough room for them to walk in between it. I don't know. This is as good as I could get at the end, and this will be a 2-part video, because I don't like my videos to be like 30 minutes long, because I feel like nobody's gonna watch it. you know, and if it's shorter, it seems like people want to watch it more. Like, I watch longer videos if I like, you know, the simmer or what they're building or whatever. If I'm interested in their build, I'll watch the whole thing, and sometimes I'll watch the whole thing, especially if it's another small channel, because I know, you know, how it feels to look on there and be like, people are clicking it, but they're not really watching it for very long. You know, so I'm just one of those people, even if I'm not feeling what you're building, I'll at least just let it play and do something and listen to you talk or listen to your music or whatever. You know, I'm like supporting these other small people, you know. Anyway, I'm rambling off again. This might last a little longer than any of my ever voiceovers. Even though now I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, I guess I really struggled right here at this little section because it was another, you know, like half a wall there. Not this whole square. It would be half a square technically. Like, I hope one day Sims lets us do that, build walls to the half a square and not the whole square, because that would solve some of my little issues with this looking exactly like the apartment, because it has that. I guess I just explained that better than what I did at the beginning. When I say half walls, when I was talking about earlier, I mean to half of the square, not the whole square, and not a half wall like up. You know. Anyway, and this apartment had a whole bunch of lamps, so there's like lamps all over the place, and I feel like the finished product is more of what the apartment looks like towards the end. It's not as cluttered as it is in the beginning, that, you know, when you see it, because, you know, she still went through everything towards the end and, you know, got rid of his stuff and probably went through her stuff, so it just doesn't look as cluttered. You know, she's more, I don't know, at peace. You know, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And I guess let me know what y'all think, if there's anything you think I could have done to make it look more like the apartment, or if you think like I did, you know, as good as our Sims capabilities could make it look like the apartment. Anyway, and you know, the second part will be coming out probably a couple days after I load this part or upload this part, and you know, be on the lookout for it, and subscribe if you like what you see. Go check out my other videos, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.